Joseph Hanna here from No Reserve Classics. Today we're going to be presenting to you this awesome 1969 Camaro Z28 X33, all numbers matching, true investment quality car.
Hi guys, you're watching No Reserve Classics, and once again, my name is Chris, and boy do we have a treat for you, this beautiful Z28. Let's turn around and hear our roar. Man, what a beautiful, easy startup that was. Let's hear this chambered exhaust. All right, guys, let's take a ride back in time. Hop inside. See you soon. Well, hello, guys, and thank you for taking this beautiful ride back in time with this beautiful midnight green 69 Z28. Man, this thing is surely a pleasure to drive, and it's definitely, just like I said, taking a step back in time. This is an original car, guys. It is beautiful. If you're looking for something that is not only worthy of an American classic car original, but just a pleasure to drive, this is definitely the car for you. And if you guys are just here just to watch the video, stay tuned because our videos keep posting up daily, as well as our Instagram and our Facebook, guys. You never know what's gonna come next. Just like this original car, it's so beautiful. And what's really cool, everything works. The wipers work, the headlights work, that awesome horn works with this beautiful, beautiful rosewood steering wheel, the oversized steering wheel. We have, I mean, just look at this. We got a beautiful 4-speed Muncie transmission, and right above that, those original style, correct original style gauges, our fuel, our oil, our battery, and our temperature, just enough of what we need. But looking forward, besides that beautiful Camaro emblem in the center here, we have our correct 7,000 RPM gauge, which is super hard to find, and especially a car that's unmolested and untouched. Awesome. Wow, this Muncie 4-speed is definitely really nice. I mean, you have that high RPM from this DZ motor. I mean, we're going 65 at 3,000 RPMs. Got that beautiful, beautiful little backfire from that downshift on this DZ motor. She sounds so good. That chambered exhaust is definitely awesome, and I love the way it sounds. I mean, it's not loud at all whatsoever, but when you get that pedal to the metal right down to the ground, you downshift, man, it sounds beautiful. And that 12-bolt rear is definitely holding all that power in. I wouldn't suggest changing a thing on this bad boy, but that rear end is super strong. Not to mention, even though this is an original car, she drives smooth and straight. I mean, I got my hands off the steering wheel, and we're going in a straight line. This is beautiful. I mean, wow. Beautiful view, great scenery, awesome looking car. Now let's face it, guys, that exhaust sound is definitely beautiful, awesome motor, but sometimes we just want to flip the dial and get some tunes. And that's exactly what we have, an original radio that still, native New Yorker, still works. I mean, I just can't get over it. And it's super comfortable too. Beautifully well-maintained interior. You got the black coasting all the way around. These seats, as old as they are, look brand new. And not only that, they feel brand new. And I've sat in a lot of these Camaros, and these seats are really nice. I mean, listen, they don't have the bolsters on the side or anything like that, but when you're driving this caliber of car, you want that baby to look all original, got that lap belt that holds you in just enough. I love it. I mean, we're taking these corners pretty high rate of speed here, about 50 miles an hour. Beautiful. I mean, super comfortable. Super, super comfortable. Man, we're giving this Muncie 4-speed a workout today. She's loving it, enjoying every bit of that. Now guys, stay tuned because we're actually racing back to the barn just to get back to Joe on this. Actually, you know what's funny? Talking about that on the date, this car was actually born in a few days, January 16th, 1969. So if you guys are looking to celebrate a beautiful birthday, January 16th, this is this bad boy's birthday. But stay tuned, we're headed back to the barn. Joe's gonna give you a little bit more technical information, a little background information on this car. So stay tuned, guys, and thanks for sticking with me.
Thanks, Chris. I hope you enjoyed that ride. Let's talk about the exterior of this magnificent Z28. First of all, it received a full frame-on restoration, bringing the car back to 100% correct parts using a lot of new old stock parts. The body lines on this car are absolutely magnificent, just like the car. I mean, take a look around. Take a look at the driver's side and passenger side door, and take a look at the gaps. Just done absolutely perfect. The car's coat is a 57 fathom green. The car is painted a dark metallic green currently that looks absolutely stunning. Let's talk a little bit about the front of the car and work our way to the back. The front of the car, you'll notice the grille. The grille is a satin gray grille with painted on the same color green on the surround. Well, that's absolutely correct, and that's how the car would have been born with. A lot of these Z28s had that gray style in the center with that green matching body color on the gray. So that's also done 100% correct. The other thing that's kind of magnificent about this car, as opposed to what a lot of other cars that you'll see on the market, is the flat hood. The flat hood, a lot of people don't know, was what a lot of these cars were born with, especially the early ones. Now this car does come with an optional cowl hood that has been painted to match perfectly, that can easily be swapped out. So you'll have the option of keeping that factory style flat hood, or what the car came with originally, or if you like that cowl style hood, you'll have that option to be able to switch those out easily. The chrome on the car, in absolutely great condition. Moving along to the side of the car, you'll notice just how flat the paint is. Also, with the Z28 stripes, they're painted way underneath the clear with no lip. So also done absolutely correct and absolutely done properly. Looking at the glass of the car is probably a 7 out of 10. But I'll tell you something that's extremely miraculous. The glass on this car, from what is understood, is completely original. It's exactly the glass that this car was born with, which is mind-blowing, because a car that's 50 plus years old having the original glass in the condition that is in is absolutely amazing, and one of the things that make this car a true investment quality car. Let's talk about the wheels. The wheels are 15-inch rally wheels. They're wrapped on BF Goodrich white letter tires. Well, they are the date correct, all four of them, YH wheels that are on the car that are, again, date correct to the build of the car. Again, another amazing feature on this car. Going off to the back, you'll notice the spoiler that's on it. It does have a full D80 spoiler package. It has it on the rear spoiler as well as the front spoiler. So again, done very nice. The chrome on the car, in excellent shape. The window moldings, I think they're called the pillar moldings, as well as the rocker moldings, also in absolutely phenomenal shape. The exterior of this car shows an essentially very well put together, show quality, investment grade 1969 Camaro Z28 that is done extremely original. When I pop the hood on this car, I feel like I stepped back in time. This is it, guys. The infamous DZ302 motor. So many correct parts, so many all original parts. It's absolutely outstanding. The first thing I'd like to talk about is, of course, the DZ block. This DZ block was dated January 16th, and the car was built in the 3rd week of January. One thing that shows you that this is the correct block and original block that is in this car. Absolutely outstanding and amazing. 50 years later, it still retains original components just like this. Correct intake manifold, correct DZ carburetor, of course. The air cleaner is a new old stock air cleaner. What I was told by the past owner, that was very expensive and very difficult to find, as you can imagine. Another thing that is absolutely astonishing is the Smog equipment. The car still retains the original Smog equipment in the car. How amazing is that? How many Z28s do you see today on the market that still retains the original Smog equipment in there? On the left side of the firewall, you'll notice the original PTB stampings. Again, that's how the car would have rolled out of the factory. The PTB represents paint, trim, and body. On the right-hand side of the firewall, you'll notice the trim tag. The trim tag is in phenomenal shape. Looks like it's never been removed from the firewall, and it represents X33. The two most important things is X33 and 57. X33 denotes the car as a real Z28. Z28s were either X33 or X77 cars. Probably the easiest way to tell if you have a real Z28. The other thing is the code 57, which is a Fathom green paint job, which is what this car is coded as. For those who don't know, the DZ302 motor is regarded as one of the most legendary motors built by GM. It's actually a 327-inch cubic inch block and a 283 crank that brings it to 302.4 cubic inches. It's a true road racing engine that was made in 1969, a true high revving road racing engine. Taking a look at this interior is a lot like that engine compartment. It's like stepping back into time. I mean, just how original everything is on the interior is absolutely astonishing. Let's talk a little bit about that. The steering wheel. It's got the correct style rosewood steering wheel, which is absolutely beautiful and glazed and done properly. And if anybody has driven a car with one of these rosewood steering wheels in a first-gen Camaro, it's just like a dream. And it's just like stepping into a time machine. Beyond the rosewood steering wheel, you'll notice the correct 7K tachometer, as well as the correct style speedometer. Center console gauges, also done properly and also very correct. You'll also notice the chrome handle on that Hurst shifter that's mounted to that correct Muncie transmission that's inside the car. Well, that chrome shifter is correct and what this car would have been born with. Going beyond that, looking at the radio, it's still the original radio that's inside the car and it still works phenomenal. It's crazy, right? When do you ever see that in one of these cars? A lot of times the dash has been cut up and some aftermarket radio is put in there. And I get it, we all like our tunes. But for an investment quality car like that, these components are extremely important. Some of the other things that are still operable on this car, and is again also very astonishing, the door buzzer. You open up the door and the door buzzer, as annoying as it is original and still works. Reverse lockout on the shifter still also works. The interior upholstery, carpet, headliner, door panels was also refurbished during the frame-on restoration that this car acquired and is in absolutely phenomenal shape. The underbody of this car is just as well done as the top of the car, extremely detailed and done in the correct satin black paint. Front disc brakes on the car, which would have came original on 1969 Camaro Z28. The correct chambered exhaust, which sounds phenomenal by the way. Correct 12-bolt rear end with 373 gears, which makes it an ease to drive on today's roads. Awesome, right? Because these cars did come with 411 gears, which 411 gears are great on the track, but as a car that you're going to want to drive and enjoy like this car, 373 gears is the right thing to have for sure. The underbody of this Z28 looks exactly how it would have rolled off the showroom floor. And besides that, 50 years later, it's done, detailed to perfect standards, just like the top of the car. So there you have it, a 1969 Camaro Z28 X33 in a numbers matching car. So if someone's looking to get into an awesome 1969 Camaro, that's a great investment grade car, and an original Z28 X33, this is the car for you. This is Joseph Hanna from No Reserve Classics. Check us out at noreserveclassics.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check out our awesome videos of this car and a lot of our other cool inventory on YouTube.